So I just want to start with, so I've got 3 points, so I'll just go through them briefly, because some of this, well, most of this you've already seen, some of you, in my videos and posts in the group. So the first one is working on your mindset. You can have any strategy in place in your business. You can have all the tech, you can have a team, you can have a plan, but if you don't have the mindset for success, it's difficult, or it's harder to reach your full potential. So your business can never outgrow your mindset. So it is so important to free yourself of limiting beliefs that you have about your success and your value and your worth. And we all carry limiting beliefs because they come from our families. We are continually listening, observing to our families, the way they behave, how they act, how they talk about things. It is how we survive on the planet, by fitting in, being part of the tribe, absorbing the opinions, the behaviors, and the actions of those around us when we're growing up. And so lots of our beliefs about ourselves and our abilities to succeed, our abilities to earn money, they're not even ours. They belong to our families. And if you think, well, Sharon touched on this, if you think about how through the generations, what people's families have been through, poverty, war, famine, scarcity, you know, it just gets passed down from generation to generation. So our beliefs about money in particular are picked up very early when we're young, and then those beliefs, those feelings towards money, they start to become a blueprint for how we behave around money when we are adults. It's said that it's one of the things that most couples argue about. If you heard lots of arguments about money in your family when you were young, it's possible that you picked up negative connotations with money instead of positive ones, for example, because when there are arguments, or when there's tension around money, when there's a sense that there's fear around money, then it gives children a belief that money is not safe, because they don't understand what money is. It's just something. And they see that it creates disharmony, it creates worry, it creates arguments, it might create tears even in their family life. And so when we grow up, it's quite possible that if we want, or if we're struggling to have the money, the wealth, the success that we desire, we're actually unconsciously rejecting it over and over, because it doesn't feel safe to the mind to have money, because of those early imprints that occurred when we were children. So if you feel that you have limiting beliefs about your success, or that you're maybe not worthy of the success that you might daydream about, for example, there really is no time like the present to be working on them, because those beliefs that we've been plain sailing. I've had huge anxiety and fears, especially at the very beginning when all this happened, of, you know, how am I going to get through this? What's going to happen? When you have coping strategies, when you know how to get out of that sort of situation, then you can move away from it, and it doesn't kind of take you down, so to speak. And so when we're flooded with anxiety, when we're flooded with worry, we've got all these fight or flight chemicals going around our bodies, and they just want to make us fight or run away for survival. So when that's happening, we're not focused, we're not calm, it's difficult to get stuff done, it's hard to get motivated. It feels like we're wading through mud or treacle. I don't know, some of you might not know what treacle is if you're not from the UK. but it's very sticky. And if you were wading through it, you'd be going very slowly. That's how I'll describe it. And so when there's a lot of negativity around us, and the mind is exposed to that, it will just go searching for more. It's on high alert. Its job is to keep you safe. Its job is to keep you alive. It's like a bodyguard. So it's really important to be mindful about keeping yourself calm, keeping yourself grounded, relaxed, focused, using coping strategies, or whatever way that you can utilize in your life to stop that anxiety building up. And so when you address that, you are more able to respond to situations rather than react to situations. There's a big difference. When we're calm, when we're grounded, we allow ideas, creativity, we allow opportunity to flow. When we're in anxiety, the mind is busy trying to save your life. Imagine that is a massive responsibility. So we can give our minds a break by actively making sure that we are putting into place techniques that will reduce that level of fear and anxiety and worry about what's happening in the world, what might happen with our business, etc., etc. And so for me, mindset, i.e. the way you think, the beliefs that you have, the thought processes that you have, is about self-care. It's about making a daily practice of feeling good about yourself, because when you feel good about yourself, you attract positive experiences. We're like mirrors. What we focus on tends to get mirrored back to us. And if you can put into practice every single day a little routine, a meditation, maybe some self-hypnosis, yoga practices, whatever it is, in order to be more focused, this will help you to clear all the fog and really get on a straight line trajectory towards your success and what exactly you want. So one of the ways that I like to work on this myself, and I coach my clients, is to magnetize what we want. We have to really feel it. We have to feel and look at them. We have to create the emotion. We have to make feel good feelings. This is related to our self-worth, isn't it? When we feel good, that is linked up. That's directly linked to how success or money or whatever our desires are show up in our lives. And taking care of ourselves, it's loving, it's kindness. We associate those good feelings with happiness, with abundance, and it means that when we are feeling how we want to feel with the success that we want, we're making it familiar to our minds, we're making it feel safe. It's safe to have, instead of money being related to arguments or poverty or scarcity, it's making success and money safe to the mind. It's making it pleasurable even. So I'm going to do a little transformation exercise with you now. Sabine, how long have I got? I don't want to... Is 10 minutes okay, hopefully?
10 minutes to do the exercise. I don't know, Angela, how long do you need? And Maddie, what about you? We'll have to split the half an hour that we have into 3.
I need at least about 12 minutes, but I'm cramming a 45-minute session into that, please.
Okay. And Angela? You're muted, sorry.
5 or 6 minutes, really. I've taken up quite a bit of the session, but yeah, just 5-6 minutes, just a little taster of what I've been doing.
Cool.
Well, what I could do is I could shorten it and just do the kind of main. Yeah, I could try and shorten it if that works. No, it's like a little bit more of a taster.
Okay, good.
You think? Yeah. Okay. So I'd like you to start by closing your eyes and focusing on your breath. And I'd like you to place one of your hands in the center of your chest, at the level of your heart. And I want you to imagine that your breath is flowing in and out of your heart center, that area in the middle of your chest. And I want you to slow your breathing down, and I want you to breathe in for the count of 5 and breathe out for the count of 5. And just continue to do this as I talk. When you're breathing in for the count of 5, you are allowing this session, this healing energy to uplift, renew and align. And when you're breathing out for the count of 5, you're letting go, you're surrendering. And I want you to focus right now on something that you feel grateful for. It could be a person, a place or a thing. It could be a partner, a child, a pet. It could be simply the air that you breathe, beautiful bird song. Just focus on that thing or person in your life. And I want you to make a really conscious effort to create the feeling of gratitude in your body, feeling the sensations. You might feel tingles or a gentle warmth. Allow yourself to maybe break into a smile as you really connect to that sense, that feeling of gratitude, that love, that maybe excitement. And allow those feelings to build in your body. And I want you to imagine a magnetic field around your heart, extending, expanding, radiating those feelings of gratitude outward to those around you, just as when you throw a pebble into a pond and the ripples radiate out. And as your breathing is in this slow pace and you are feeling these feelings of gratitude buzzing, humming, circulating around your body, you are aligning to the vision that you have of your unique success. Now I want you to imagine in your arms that you have a little baby. And that little baby is you. Look at that beautiful baby in your arms. Look at her. That baby, she came here with so many aspirations, so many hopes. She had no fear of judgment. As that baby grew, she never worried about what she looked like, getting food in her hair, falling over as she learned to walk. She felt good enough. And that baby, she knows how lovable she is. She knows that she is good enough. And I want you to say to that baby out loud, look at her in her eyes, and I want you to say, I love you exactly the way you are. I love you completely and unconditionally. I will always have time for you. I'll always listen to you. You deserve success. You're smart. You're lovable. You are unique in every way. You are a gift to the world. I want you to look at her and say, I'm giving you permission to step into your true power, to realize your full potential. I am allowing you to step forth into your brilliance. I am giving you permission to feel your worth, to own your worth. I will never let you down. I will never doubt or criticize you. I realize that at times I have stifled your brilliance, and I am sorry. No more. I'm setting you free. Setting you free just like a butterfly. Limitless, powerful. I will not stand in your way to success. You are safe. It is safe for you to succeed. And now I want you to imagine the image of that little baby merging into your body, into your heart. I want you to find a little place for her in your heart where you're going to keep her safe. You're going to keep her protected. And you're going to allow her to flourish. And when she's there, I want you to just take in a few breaths and come back gently to your full awareness and open up your eyes. That was a very quick whiz around a subconscious upgrade. A few yawns there.
Thank you so much. How is everyone feeling? You good? Feel free to feedback in the chat. It was lovely. I just had a bit of an interruption. My son needed something from me, but it's good to have it recorded, so you can always go back and listen back in. Good, thank you, Emma. So moving swiftly now to the other two amazing ladies. I had 3 notes there, which I completely forgot to mention. Now it's two. One thing I did mention is to future-proof your business, but also some of the ladies here, including Emma, Sue, and Gloria, they're in one of these 2 books. You may have heard about my mission to go and write a book with 100 inspirational women. So 50 are ready with Rise in Pursuit of Empowerment. The other ones, Joy, Recipes for Abundance. You can have those books for free as a download if you haven't gotten them yet. So I'm happy to share the link for you. But I had the insight as to what the 3rd book will be, because there's 4 books of 25 women. And I think the 3rd one's actually men as well. And the 3rd one has revealed itself as in this time, because I always walk through, like I'm walking through the fog and I don't know what the next thing is yet. And it was exactly with those 2 books. I knew it was going to be 4 books, but I didn't know what the titles will be or the themes and who's going to join the book, because they're all co-authored with 25 people. But this 3rd book has been revealed on Easter Sunday, and I am religious, and I believe that there's always a greater good or universe actually giving you ideas. And in the light of the current situation, worldwide situation, the book is going to be called Shift, A New Era Begins. And it will feature 25 men and women, thought leaders who want to share their stories, want to bring inspiration into the new world. And also, as an entrepreneur, it will really open up that visibility and that expert status and lots and lots of opportunities, which has done already for my previous 25 women. And they're beautifully designed. We have, a proper team behind us. It's not just, we'll do some quick self-publishing. This take a while to write and properly put together with amazing images, and things like this. So I know a few have already expressed interest to potentially be in the book. There is a call next week. I will leave the link if you wanted to come and join me on the 6th of May. I will do a deep dive as to what the book will be, how you can join. There is a financial investment, so I just need to say that, obviously, because we have a team doing a lot of stuff in the background and putting this together. And there's also an opportunity, which I'm thinking right now, is to actually have a combo, because for me, the book project is about helping other women entrepreneurs become visible. But just with the book alone, it's not done. I think there needs to be more around that as to how to implement the book into your business, how to establish yourself as the expert, and how to then utilize the book to get more opportunities. Hence, I'm actually creating some packages that potentially have some sort of combo between something like a future-proof your business bootcamp, where we are working on your courses, plus having the book. So there may be some fusions possible, as in doing both. But regardless, if any of this, calls you and you feel this may be something great, then come on a call and then you can always tell me, this is the kind of thing that I would like out of it. And so by next week, I have maybe 4 packages that will maybe appeal to different people. So regardless, that's going to be on the call next week. Just wanted to say that before I forget. Angela, should we move over to Angela? Unmute yourself. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Well, this is just a little mini taster of what I've been doing. And thank you, Emma. That was really, really very interesting and engaging. And I'd just like to start off with something I heard recently. It was by an actor. I can't remember his name, and that's not ever so significant, but he happened to say, and it's something I had done recently, is that we should all have a picture of ourselves, not as a baby, but maybe as a small child, and remember that's where we came from, and grew into the person we are now. And when you're a child, you don't have the worries and you're just living your life. But it's quite interesting, I think, I think mine is a school picture when I was about 5 in a uniform, those pictures that were taken. Anyway, it just reminded me of that. And I think maybe that is quite a nice thing to do, is to keep a reminder of how you were as a child and where you've come from then. So if you've got I've got coconut oil, so if you've got like a little strappy top, so they can take they can get to their shoulders as well. But we're just 2 hands and arms today. And I just want you to experience what it feels like to give yourself a bit of a massage. So I don't know if you can see me. It looks like I keep disappearing. But just have the product on your hands. And we'll just start by rolling your hands one round the other, and starting to feel the warmth and how comforted that can start to feel. And then the massage of the hands is trying to create actions that we don't do on our day-to-day as we're going around our business. So if you take your thumb of one of your hands onto your other hand, and we're going to do the palm area. So you start at the base of the heel and just nice, as much pressure as you feel comfortable, and you're working your way around across the bottom of each finger, feeling in between each finger and round. And as I say, ideally, like with what Emma was doing, you know, is to have your eyes closed when you're doing massage to yourself, so that you can actually focus on what you're doing. And the main thing that I say to ladies to do is to find a place where you can be alone, where you won't be disturbed, to give yourself a bit of TLC. I mean, you could make it part of your bedtime routine, or even when you wake up in the morning. Okay, so maybe swap to your other hand now. Same action around the palm. And actually, I would have normally started off with a bit of a breathing exercise. So Emma, that was quite nice that you did that ahead of today. Okay, and then using one hand, take hold of your thumb and starting right at the base, and pull and twist, not too hard, but just enough to feel that you're giving that, your thumb, a bit of a massage. And then you work your way across your fingers and give them a little bit of a wiggle to keep them nice and flexible. Working our way across. And the little finger. And perhaps we won't keep swapping sides because I'm aware of time. So if we go on to the other side of the top of our hands, and starting in line with your thumb, again, little round massage motions coming down between each finger. And I don't know about you, but when I massage different parts of the body, I can feel it in other parts, if that makes sense. So when I'm doing this, I can feel my head, sort of a tingling sensation. Of course, all the nerves and our sensory nerves go all over our body. And there are, of course, sort of set pressure points, but I don't tend to go into naming them or following a strict routine, more of a general massage. And then hopefully you've still got plenty of product. Just start to take it up your arm. As I say, if we were in a situation where we could get to our shoulders, you could take it higher up and just, as I say, take note of what that feels like. If as you massage your arm, you can, as I say, you can feel, hopefully it's making you feel relaxed. Okay, and then maybe turn over to the inside of your arm and using your fingers, starting from your wrist, just slow motions up your arm as high as you can go, depending on what length of sleeve you've got on, and then come back down. And then if you turn to the front of your hand, starting at your wrist, using your thumb and forefinger, slightly different action, but just taking the muscle that's round the bone and circle motions. And I don't know about where you are. I mean, I'm here and I haven't got the windows open, but I can still hear the birds tweeting outside. So enjoying a little bit of quiet as well, with just the sounds of nature. And just so the other arm doesn't feel left out, maybe give that a bit of a massage too. And then maybe just give ourselves, take your hands to the back of your neck, cross your fingers over, and just gently pull round and off your neck at the front. And repeat that, go to the back, pull it round. And also, I don't know if you can get to this area. This muscle here is very often very, very tense. So it's nice to give that a nice massage and maybe take it up to the ear, back. And you can actually do both sides simultaneously. So this is just a real snippet of a whole session that I would go through. And there's just one other massage I'll just show you to finish off. When I learnt Indian head massage, one of the first things that was demonstrated to us by the tutor is if you turn your head to the right or to the left, and how far you can turn. Now, for me personally, I can turn quite comfortably, still not straight to the right, and the left usually have one side that's a bit, it's a bit stiffer. You can feel there's a resistance there. So now I should have taken my earrings off, but if you'd like to take your earlobes, if you can get at them, and massage, so hold them with your thumb and your first finger. And the idea is that you do this for about 2 minutes, actually, but maybe we'll shorten it. So yeah, you're just massaging your actual earlobe. Again, something you can do anytime. Just gently pulling down. And then, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. That was off. Sorry, that was, sorry about that. So we're just, sorry, refocus for a minute. And then just as a little experiment for you, you relax your shoulders and see whether if you did have tension, and this time I can turn pretty well right both sides. So that's just a little thing. If you do get tension headaches or stiff neck, I'm sorry, I've probably I've done that hard to do it in just a sort of a few minute session, but that's part of what I do anyway.
Well done, thank you. Yeah, that for me that worked.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. Great. Maddie, say thank you for your invitation. So Maddie's invited to an evening of mediumship, and there is a Facebook page there. You can get yourself on that call. Although it does clash with the call that I'm doing. 7th at 7 p.m. We're doing a little webinar, but it probably won't interest you guys because this is more about women that want to change and become entrepreneurs. So we're doing a career type entrepreneurship type of webinar on that night. So, Maddie.
Don't you have to go at 3:30?
You have to go?
Don't you have to go at 3:30?
I'm good. I'm good to hang on. You ladies, are you still good?
Mm-hmm.
We are recording anyway, so we'll...
Oh, okay. I thought you only had 1 hour or I don't know, an hour and a half.
Yeah, well, let's do the session since we're here. Well, for those who can stay, we'll stay. Otherwise, we'll send the recording out. Might as well just record it. Is that good?
Yeah. Just to clarify about the Zoom call, it is complimentary gift to all of you. If you want to attend, Sabina, I'm very happy to move it to the Wednesday if Wednesday's better for you, because it's my gift to the group. So I'm okay. I'm flexible because it's the group. Yeah, I want you to all be able to benefit from it. So I'm very happy to move it to the Wednesday or the 6th if Wednesdays are better. So my new Facebook page is up there, Maddie Murthwaite Medium. So all you have to do is inbox me via there if you want the Zoom link and you want to come along. But if you do want to say, actually Wednesday's better for me, I'm okay for next week to shift that around, okay? So, and I'd love you to all attend. So just so you know, if you're feeling a little bit scared now, because I'm going to be connecting with the spirit realms, I've already done a prayer before to reassure you of protection through Archangel Michael. This activity that I usually do is a replacement activity. If people are subscribing for the Dream Builder program, which I coach, then I use a strategy session as my call. We have a call time there. But this is if people... Which is how I started when I found out I was a medium. And I noticed more of my one-to-one readings when I was bringing your loved ones through. I was actually getting into the realms of wisdom and spiritual guidance. And I was stepping into what you really need to do to change your life. And I was thinking, hey, I'm not just bringing your loved ones through and giving you evidence that life's forever and life's eternal, but I'm actually being able to give you all this stuff. And then initially it was like, I can take this stuff too. So I noticed they were getting me gradually into becoming a transformational spiritual empowerment coach. And then the Dream Builder program came alongside that. So, but this is what an activity I would do with somebody who reaches out to me, who feels they're not sure where they're going in their life. They're not sure where they're going wrong. It very much complements Emma's work, and I'm very much a mindset coach, especially for the transformational work, but I connect with the divine and I connect with my higher self. And through doing that, I get to receive an awful lot of information that I probably would have ignored in the past. And they do test you. They do keep you on your toes. You think you're just getting comfortable with one particular, I call it a sweet out the jar. They give you one gift to sweetie out the jar. Then they say, okay, we're going to shift the goalpost and give you another sweetie out the jar. And you're thinking, I was just enjoying that. Why are you shifting? But that's to take you up and up and up. And if you accept it, that is part of being loved and cared for from an unconditional way, then you see it as a blessing, and it is a huge blessing. And it's another way of using your intuition, if people want to call it intuition, and developing your intuition, getting that connection with your higher self. For me personally, there are certain codes that Spirit have taught me. There are only my codes. So if I see those codes, listen to those codes, hear those codes, recognize those codes, because they use all my senses and obviously my sixth sense, then it's up to me whether I use my free will to ignore them, or what situation has it been in place for me to feel like I'm rushing. Like, I feel like you're rushing a lot to being lately because your knickers are in a twist, and that's what Spirit said to me. Knickers are in a twist. You know, when you were talking about my underwear is on back to front, and it's on front. So, so yes. Anyway, so I want to do this. What I would normally do is this would be normally a 45-minute activity, and we go really deep with my client, and I honor that, and I appreciate we're up against time today, so I will do it as best I can in the short time I can. It's going to be initially a meditation, and I'm going to ask you to connect with your spirit realms. I'm also going to ask you to connect with your loved ones, and then at the end you will need a paper and a pen or a pencil, whatever you feel to write in, because I'm going to give you 7 short, sharp fired questions at the end, and just write down the first thing that comes to mind. It can just be a word like abundant. It can be just like rubbish. It can be whatever you want. Struggling. It can be anything. It can be disaster. You know, whatever you feel is your response currently to the question. Okay, so all we want to do now is, I've got a little bit of music. Can everyone hear me okay? Just so I know. Everyone can hear me? Yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. Beautiful, lady. So just get yourself nice and relaxed. And get yourself in a comfortable position. Don't be having your fist on your chin. Try and just get comfy. Yeah, I can see the people with their fists on their chins. So just take a nice deep breath in. Okay, and I'm going to try and put this music on to bring us into the zone. And just get yourself comfy. Make sure your head's not back. Make sure it's in a nice straight position, and that you're sitting beautifully in terms of you're not going to hurt yourself if you stay in this position for more than 10 minutes. Make sure if your hands are in your laps, your palms are upwards. And then take a nice deep breath in with your eyes closed through your nose. Hold it. And breathe out slowly. This time when we breathe in, I want you to be mindful of asking your beautiful loved ones to come and be with you. If somebody springs to mind that has passed over and you want to reach out to them, that is fine. But if you're not used to this, just ask, I would like my loved ones to be close to me at this time. So we take a nice deep breath in now. And as you breathe out, ask them to come close to you. And take a nice deep breath in now. Breathe in the love, breathe in the pure white light. And breathe out any residue of today that no longer serves you. And just sit for a moment and bask in the beautiful energy. Imagine yourself standing in the corridor of life. Behind you are many doors that are closed. Each door represents things that no longer serve you, things that you no longer have to say or think or experience. As you take a nice deep breath in now through your nose and breathe out through your mouth, you notice ahead of you is an unending corridor of doors, each one opening to a brand new experience. As you move forward, you see yourself opening one of the doors. Which door will you choose? Are you drawn to opening the door of joy, of peace, of healing, of prosperity, of love? Or are you drawn to the door of understanding, the door of compassion, the door of forgiveness, the door of freedom, or the doors of self-worth, self-esteem, and self-love? It is all here before you, precious one. Which door will you open first? Will you open the door to joy, or peace, or healing, or prosperity, love, understanding, or compassion, forgiveness, or freedom, or self-worth, self-esteem, or self-love? Know that you are safe and trust your inner guide to lead you in the ways that are best for you, and that your spiritual growth is continuously expanding. No matter which door opens or which door closes, you are always safe. You take a nice deep breath in now, and as you breathe out, you reach into the door handle, the one that you are drawn to, and you open that door. You step into a beautiful white room full of beautiful white pure light from the heavens. You notice in front of you there is a big window, and you walk towards the window. As you look through the window, you see a beautiful field full of beautiful countryside meadow flowers. You notice the poppies dancing. You notice the buttercups. You notice the cornflowers. And just as you're noticing these flowers, you also notice there's a stream. And by the stream, you notice a figure standing there. There is something very familiar about this figure, and your heart skips a beat. Your body tingles. And at that point, you see a door to the side of you, and it says, "This way." You are so compelled to get through that door and out into that meadow and greet this beautiful person that is so familiar to you. As you feel the grass, the warmth of the air on your face as you walk towards your beautiful loved one, you can't help but walk quicker. And as you walk quicker, so too does your loved one to greet you. You embrace and hold each other just for a moment, just for enough time for your loved one to say, "I heard your prayer, and I'm here to answer your prayers. I'm only here for a short time, so I'm going to give you something very special." With that, your beautiful loved one takes both your hands and places an item, a gift in your hand just for you. A lovely warmth in your palm is felt as you hold on tightly to this gift. Your beautiful loved one from the spirit realm says, "Don't be afraid. Know that I am always with you and I always will be. And take good care of this gift." Out of natural habit and instinct, you place the gift safely in your pocket and squeeze it against your thigh. You have one more embrace with your loved one. And as they leave you and turn to walk away, you feel this beautiful expansion in your chest and an inner excitement, just like Christmas morning when you can't wait to get downstairs to open your presents. And at that point, you notice there is a door that wasn't there before on the left side of you. And it says, "This way." As you take your steps towards the door, feeling very much more empowered and so blessed that you've had that moment in time with your blessed loved one, you naturally reach your pocket just to check if your gift is safely in there. You open the door, and as you step through the door, a familiar smell greets you, a familiar feeling about this place you've opened the door to. You recognize the floor, you recognize your feet. You recognize the table and the chair, and you recognize your computer or your phone, and you know that you are safely home. You take a nice deep breath in through your nose, and you breathe out safely, knowing that you are loved, and you check your pocket just to make sure your gift is safe. In your own time, I want you to twiddle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and when you're ready, bring yourself back to this waiting state of consciousness and open your eyes. Okay, you will have a pen or paper or a pencil and paper. These are the 7 questions. We're not going to talk about it now. I just want you to go with what comes up for you, okay? And I hope everybody can hear me. Are we ready? Thumbs up to say I'm ready. Fabulous, thank you. The first question is, just write down what comes to mind is, the truth about my work and career is. Don't overthink it, just write a phrase or a word. The truth about my work and career is. The second question is, the truth about my relationships are. The truth about my relationships are. The third question is, the truth about my finances are. The truth about my finances are. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and relax, breathing out slowly. The fourth question is, the truth about my health and wellness is. The truth about my health and wellness is. The fifth question is, the truth about my body is. The truth about my body is. The sixth question, the penultimate question is, the truth about my life right now is. The truth about my life right now is. And the last question is, the truth about how I feel about myself is. The truth about how I feel about myself is. And when you're ready, just place your pen or pencil down and just honor that you have taken a really brave step today. Where I would go normally with this now, if I had the time, I would connect with somebody. If it was my client one-to-one, I would connect with their loved ones in the spirit realms and my higher self and my guides. And we would explore, first of all, your person that you chose, who turned up by the stream. We would then look at the gift that you were given, which represents something very much symbolically. These are the beautiful subconscious messages that are subliminally being transmitted to you that we can ignore if we're not connected to our higher self and we're too busy flesh-led on the ground, too busy getting on with things, listening to flesh-led thoughts, and which are very grounding but bring us to the ground, and they're quite negative. We would then go in deeper with your questions, and I would connect with your loved one as well, and they would bring forward some wisdom for you. And I feel very blessed to do that. Is there any, I don't know if we have time, I don't know, is there anybody who would like me to reach out to them today? Anyone feels that they would like me to reach out to them? I can only see 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know, is there any more than 8 people here? Yes, there is, isn't there? Is that correct? Sabine, can you speak to me so I know?
We have 12, 13 including me.
Okay. Okay, so Richie, I feel like I want to talk to you. Are you okay with that? Yeah, can you unmute yourself, please?
Yeah.
Oh, I've gotten all emotional. Okay, how are you? How did you find that?
Very interesting.
Okay, do you have is your daddy in the spirit realms, please?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel there's a lot of energy around this that we need to let go of. Does this make sense, please?
Yeah.
I feel like you've been holding on to an awful lot of this pain, and I feel like there's resentments there that no longer serve you. And in order for you to move forward, to remove these blocks, we need to show you how we can let go of this. Does this make sense?
It does, yes.
Bless you, sweet girl. I know there's a very much a strong female energy around you, but this is a grandmother's figure coming in close to you. Do you understand a grandmother, please, that is close, would have been close to you on the earth, that is in spirit, please?
Yeah.
She is, she's, I feel she would have said what she wanted to say, but she always had a good intention behind it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I feel this is where I feel your throat is very tight, and I want you to be able to express yourself more. And I feel there's words here that need to come out that aren't coming out.
Very true.
Bless you, sweetheart. Thank you for letting me connect with you. Right, okay. Why are you showing me that? Is there a birthday around now? Is there a birthday around now?
For me?
In your family or friends, I feel there's a birthday or a celebration that should have been acknowledged.
There will. Well, it's my husband's birthday on Monday, but we haven't got there yet.
That's fine. Great, thank you. Because my symbol is they give me balloons or they give me a bowl of blancmange, depending how old you are. Okay, bless you. I've got issues with feet here as well. Do you understand having issues with feet?
Feet. I guess sometimes I do, in terms of my feet hurt.
Yeah,
if I do a lot of walking, but.
Okay, well, just be mindful of this, please, because when you say if I do a lot of walking, this is representative of you doing things that maybe there's times when you need to just stop and not be going on the days when maybe your energy is a little bit depleted, okay? And I'm being shown the self-care is really important for you. I'm also being taken, it was beautiful that we had that lovely massage, but I'm also being taken to your shoulders, okay? I feel like you're carrying a weight on your shoulders. Now, depending on which side of your body, I can't tell if you're back to front on here. I'm drawn to, well, I can't even show you, but this is this reflection I'm being shown here. And I really want to give you a rub on your shoulder. And I'm being mindful of, if it's the left side of your body, it's stuff in the past that you're carrying the guilt, you're shouldering somebody else's guilt and you haven't let go of it, okay? If it is on the right side of your body, then it's in the last 18 months, something that you're still carrying that the other person should have taken responsibility for, and it's their responsibility. I'm hoping this is resonating with you.
Yeah.
Okay, do you understand March being significant, the month for an anniversary or a birthday, please?
It's my birthday. It's also my 2 children's birthday in March.
Thank you, bless you. I'm being very made aware of. Do you have a son, please?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like, do you look very much alike? Is there a real resemblance?
There's quite a resemblance, yes.
I feel like he's you. And I feel sometimes there's a bit of, I feel like, you know, when you get really close to your boy and you have those really special moments, I feel like this is what you want more, and there's a little bit of fear attached to it of he's going to go one day, he's going to leave, or I'm not going to have that relationship with him. And when we bring fear into a situation, we need to be mindful of we're bringing more fear into that situation, okay? So you're being encouraged to look at the positive that you could send to the situation, not the negative, okay, sweetheart?
Yeah.
I'm appreciative that we're moving with time here, and I'm hoping that I've demonstrated some of the gifts that I have and how I work with people. And I just wanted to say, Sue, my gratitude for you. You're getting a big hug from Spirit. Your daddy is saying we'd have a deeper talk about things in the future. Maybe that will come up for you, something that we'll get together and do, okay? So I'm sending you lots of love.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you stepping up today. God bless you. And thank you to everybody for taking part. I hope you're able to glean of some, as I said, some things that I do. And as I said, I would love to open the platform to you one evening, maybe Wednesday, because I'd love Sabine to come. I know she talked about religion, but I know there's plenty of stuff she can take from this, just from the experience. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Maddie. Wow, that was wonderful. Very powerful. Let's arrange it so I can come as well. Yeah, Wednesday, or it could be at 8 o'clock because I'm finished at 8 with the webinar. If Thursday is still a good one, 8 p.m. What we'll do is we'll send out the invite. Maddie, do you have a Zoom link that you would like people to join?
Not today, I don't, because I didn't know what day was okay, so I haven't booked it in, but I have message me and I can send you all the Zoom link, okay? Once we sort out, Sabine, the date, yeah?
Yeah. Yes. Sure.
And the time, you just go and find me on Facebook. As I put it up there, you just look for, it's a brand new page. Don't worry if you find Maddie Mirthwaite, something else, because I've got 2 other pages, but this is my brand new one. It's just facebook.com/Maddie Mirthwaite medium.com. AKA Magic Medium. Just put in Magic Medium and you'll probably come across me, because I do a lot of my work, because I have 2 radio shows and I'm known as Magic on there. So I can't wait to connect with all of you. You've all got such beautiful energies. You really have. So thank you. Thank you for giving me this time.
Thank you so much, Maddie, for closing this call so amazingly. And thank you, ladies, for turning up every week, because I know it's a time investment, but I believe we have really made good use of this time and have, today especially, I think these calls are becoming better and better for me, because obviously we're talking about so many different things and all of you have amazing things to give to each other and just bring into the conversation. I think it's just lovely. So thank you so much. Thank you, Sharon, as well. And we'll hang out again next week on Thursday, same time. And maybe then on Thursday evening, we can hang out with Maddie as well, and we can mention it to those ladies, because I have quite a number of people that couldn't join today. Maybe we can mention it to them again. So let's not do it on Wednesday. Let's do it maybe on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's good still for me.
Yeah, Thursday's better for me too.
Okay, perfect. And maybe I will call Gloria for a little talk next week. Maybe you want to do something?
Yep, brilliant.
Yes. And if anyone else wants to step forward, I'll see who's not done anything or who wants to contribute. I'm very, very happy again. So much love, and I'll see you soon.
Much love.
Thank you.
Thank
God bless.
you.
Bye bye. Bye everybody.
I will send the replay and with some other bits and pieces. So have a look on your email when you get there. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.